Welcome to another episode of The Brand Called You, a podcast and podcast show that brings you leadership lessons, knowledge, experience, and wisdom from thousands of successful individuals from around the world. I'm your host, Ashutosh Garg, and today I'm delighted to welcome a very, very senior and accomplished professional from Sweden, Ewa Hutmacher. Ewa, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Ash. It's a pleasure to be here today. Thank you.
When I was reading about you, I was amazed that from a career in asset management, you decided to become an entrepreneur. Tell me about this journey and your reason for this change.
I'm a person that like to learn a lot, like to explore. In the beginning from my life, my intention was to be an engineer, but I was very interested in economics and assets and equities. So when I started high school, I studied more and more economics and decided to switch from my plans to science and engineering to the asset management. So I started more than 20 years ago in the small break here. I started more than 20 years ago in the asset management industry because I was so it was like I was in love with equities and follow companies, investigate them, read the facts, etc., and meet investors. So I started that early in my career, and it was so interesting with all the stuff there, so much learnings. But after a while, I thought, okay, this is only money. It's money and people. But where is the real purpose?
Correct.
Okay, I learn a lot, but I need something more. And because I like to develop myself and explore, I decided after a while, after 15 years, to quit. It was like a white paper.
Absolutely.
I had no idea, what's the next step? And I needed the flexibility and the autonomy and go to do something else. So, yeah.
And that is when you decided to start Snabbfoting or Foting? How do you pronounce it? Snabbfoting.
And the name of my company today, we are a small team. It is Snabbfoting.
Okay.
A small team, dynamic and quick. And my purpose and my passion, it is to develop people and organizations. So from money and investments in the asset management industry, go to develop people and organizations.
Fantastic. And what does Snabbfoting mean? Is it a Swedish word?
It is not a real name. It is no name, but Snabbfoting, the spirit of Snabbfoting, it is we are quick, we are agile, we are customer oriented, and we adapt to the market, look to the future, and are quick on our feet.
Fantastic. What an amazing set of values for a company to have.
So and the word Snabbfoting, it is like quick feet, quick on our feet.
Quick on your feet.
And that is important nowadays with the uncertain future to look what happens in the world, what happens with products, what do you need to learn to be quick today.
Correct. Wonderful. So Ewa, when I was reading about you, your mission is to create a better world with continuous learning and business agility.
Yeah.
Help me understand what you do and give me some examples.
Absolutely. Snabbfoting, we do advisory in learning and technologies for learning. So we develop leaders and talents in the organizations to be better organizations and prepare themselves for the future. So we do advisory, we do strategy and implementation in learning.
And could you give me some examples of the work you're doing without any names?
Absolutely. It can be onboarding programs to share the values from organization and prepare all the talents or the new employees into the organizations. That is quite common for us to do onboarding programs, but it can be development programs when it is a special need or a topic. It can be sales development that an organization need to prepare their salespeople better. Then we help them with the right modules of sales and prepare them to be better sales leaders.
And obviously you handle multiple types of work,
Yeah.
because you gave me two examples of onboarding and sales.
Mm.
So onboarding would be more human resources, and then be sales. Uh, where do you draw upon for the knowledge to do these programs?
Can you repeat that
So
question? Can
how do
you
you get
tell
how do you get the expertise
Mm.
to be able to deliver these programs to these companies?
Absolutely. Snabbfoting, we are an advisor, education technology consulting company. And we work with different partners. Our partners, they are experts in their fields, so it can be sales or leadership development. We have a partner in curiosity, so our curiosity partner can develop talents and organizations in curiosity. And we have also technology partners. So we work with partners or direct into the organizations with their own subject matter experts. So we are like a matchmaker. We have the knowledge to do strategy for better e-learning, relevant e-learning in the right context, but we have the partners that we work with together.
Very, very interesting. And when you say that you're an ed tech consulting company, in the context of the corporate world, what does that mean?
We provide our clients with the right technologies in their ecosystems. We work a lot in the Nordics with quite large companies, and many times they have like 8 or 10 different platforms. So then we can do research and see, okay, you have this need. What would you like to make? Have a strategy for them and see, is it some of these platforms that not is optimal? Do we need to add something? So it is, we go through the ecosystem and add or take away platforms.
Interesting. And when a client comes to you with a problem or something that they want your help in, what is the process you follow?
We have a process that we like to cooperate a lot with our customers. So first it is like we need to ask a lot of questions to set some sort of make a make a diagnose of okay, what happens here. So we follow a process that we see okay, what's the problem, and put together a design together.
Yeah.
So it is a collaboration with a co-design together with the client. And then
sorry, go ahead, please.
so we put together a team, and often we work with a few people, but to make really good implementations, it is really good to have people in small teams, like a network in their organization to make it more powerful with implementation.
Amazing. And then you select your partner who will give you the expertise.
we have the expertise here to select our partners. We make a lot of work to go abroad to international exhibitions. That is a part of my job
Yeah.
to have a lot of knowledge regarding, as an earlier analyst and investor, to have knowledge about edtech companies, new fresh technologies, and see which features match our customers' needs.
And when you work with different clients, what are some of your challenges?
One challenge is it depends on our customers' digital maturity. I see at least two challenges. It is the digital maturity. How mature are they to implement digital learning solutions? It is a process to implement that sort of system, and you need some knowledge. The other thing I see, it is the behavioral change. It is a transformation journey
Right.
to set up a learning program and implement it and see good outcome of that learning program. So
And
start to change the journey for the learning.
wonderful. And do you also do work with startups?
Only a few clients from the startup sector.
Okay.
When they come to me, it's usually smaller missions with advisory.
Because the startups have a different set of challenges, and your expertise would be very valuable to them.
Absolutely. And I think we, as a small company today, a startup, as we are, we can learn a lot from each other. So if they come to me and say, okay, can we do something together? Yeah, we can learn and share a lot from each other. And they have a need to prepare their talents and employees as well for their future growth.
Correct, correct. So you said that you work in the Nordic countries, but do you also go beyond Nordic countries?
Yes, we look for Europe, and if we have a request from other countries, it's not a problem for us to work with other countries as well. But our main focus is for the moment to sell to the Nordic regions, Sweden, Finland, Denmark, and Norway.
Wonderful. And my next question to you is that most of us around the world have been impacted by the pandemic. How were you and your business affected?
We were affected. We are a quite young company, 3-4 years old.
Yeah.
And when the pandemic came to us, we were hit as well. We started to grow. Customer comes to us that period, but when the pandemic entered, then we lost a few of our customers and agreements we saw in the pipeline. But we decided to grow through the pandemic. So instead of cut people, we decided to invest through the pandemic. So it was another strategy than other companies made.
Correct. And do you invest a lot of time and money in training for your team?
Yes, it is like lifelong learning for all of us. It's important. And I am a role model myself. So it is important we have full access to lots of educations on the platforms we have access to. So we can go that sort of trainings, but we also purchase trainings on the market that is fit for us.
I see a lot of books behind you. That's why I thought maybe you do a lot of reading.
Yes, I love to read.
Mhm.
So when I learn, it is books and podcasts,
Mm.
and yeah, it is training
Mm.
that I purchase on the town. But I read a lot.
Mhm.
That is very relaxing.
Very nice, very nice. And what are you
And
reading now?
Um, it's difficult for me to read one book at a time. So I have like five, six, seven books.
Ah.
One of the books for the moment it is in a cultural transformation.
Mhm.
Another is in complex sales.
Mhm.
Um, Many of the books are non-fiction.
Yeah,
I love to learn
wonderful,
about product development and
wonderful,
things like that.
wonderful.
Curiosity books as well.
Fantastic, fantastic. So I have time for two or three more questions.
Mm?
Um, what are the core values you believe in, Eva?
I think it's important with courage.
Mhm.
It helped me a lot during my years
Mm.
with to have courage, and
Mm.
I really promote other to
Mhm.
use courage. I think connection, belonging with people. I
Mm.
love people,
Mm.
and as me, I grew a business. When I build teams, it is important to
Mm.
spend time and make people feel they belong to the team.
Mm. Mm.
So that is very important for me.
Wonderful. And
And
yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, please.
um, yeah, to be curious.
Mm.
That is really important for me to explore new things, discover,
Mm.
because that is connected to learning for me, to
Mm.
natural learning. Then you develop yourself, be a
Mm.
better version of yourself.
Mm.
And when you understand yourself, then you can connect better to other people as well.
Very interesting. Uh, my next question to you is, given all the work that you are doing, who or what inspires you?
I don't I don't have any
Okay.
persons that I admire in
Mm-hmm.
that meaning, but it's really interesting with people that can admit I don't have the knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
I can't give you an answer.
Well
And
said.
that is connected to courage
Right.
as well.
Right. Right. Right.
People that try uncertain
Mm.
situations, yeah, and don't have all the answers. That inspire me a lot.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Great response. And my last question to you, Eva, for so many viewers and listeners, what would you say are three lessons you want our viewers and listeners to take from our conversation?
Oh, um, try new things.
Mm-hmm.
Um, my experience when I went from one sector to another, from the asset management industry to be an entrepreneur, that
Mm-hmm.
has been so wonderful and
Mm-hmm.
so much learning, and to make that experience in
Mm-hmm.
life. So yeah, try more.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Yeah, and yeah, be curious,
Mm-hmm.
because if you are curious, then you will learn what you like.
Mm-hmm.
Do I like this? You can think and rethink.
Mm-hmm.
Is it right for me? Do I need to change something? Do I need to make more of this or put away things? Um, and another important thing, collaborate with people. I
Mm-hmm.
have learned a lot that when you are alone, you are not strong alone, but when you collaborate, it gives so much more. You learn more people, you can make more outcomes, and it's fantastic.
Well said. Well said. Ewa, on that note, thank you so much for speaking to me.
Yeah,
Thank you for your 3 lessons of try new things, be curious, and collaborate with others. Thank you
yeah.
for talking to me about Snabbfoting and your own journey. And
Th-
good luck to you.
Thanks a lot, Ash. A pleasure to be here today. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for listening to the Brand Called You videocast and podcast, a platform that brings you knowledge, experience, and wisdom of hundreds of successful individuals from around the world. Do visit our website www.tbcy.in to watch and listen to the stories of many more individuals. You can also follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Just search for the Brand Called You.